Okay guys, here we go. This is a piece that we found recently magnet fishing. I thought it was pretty neat. We haven't caught one like this, so I figured I'd clean it up to see if somebody could get a guess of what this is. My guess is this piece of one of the old bridges that were down there. This hole goes, pretty sure it looks like it goes all the way through. It's got a couple lines. It's just got, you know, nice antique texture to it. You see where something that's like angled right here to go up in, you like it just sets on something. I don't know if it's an actual purpose or it's decoration, but you can see the two slots. So the plan is to clean it up. We'll set up I gotta knock off all the loose stuff first, and get all the loose stuff off that we can, and then we'll set up a homemade crude version of a electrolysis tank, and we'll let it soak that way to get all the good stuff off, and then we'll take another look at it to see if somebody can identify it. So hopefully we can get some of this out, because we should probably be using a chisel or a punch to clean that hole out, but that stuff is in there, buddy. You can see, I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but there's there's pebbles in there, everything. This might be a job to do, so instead of boring you guys with trying to knock some of this off, I'll see what I can do to get some of it off, and then I'll let you take a look at it before we put it in the tank. Alright, I got some of the big chunks off, as you can see here. And I went ahead, some of them I couldn't get, and it was kind of like digging into the metal, so I went ahead and hit it with the rust dissolver and the Rust-Oleum like we used on the other video with that griddle. So it's been on there for about 5 minutes, which I gotta take it outside because it stinks really bad because of the acid. So I'll take it outside. I got a bunch of it off, but this is going to help get some of the real heavy stuff that's not wanting to come off, because I'm afraid of hurting the cast itself, the design. So I'm going to take this outside, let it set, and we'll clean it up, and then while it's out there setting, I'll set up the electrolysis tank. Alright guys, I'm going to show you this is a basic electrolysis tank. So I think I lost the first part of this video, but had to go find a different charger. My charger was out of whack, so it would not work for this. The button to switch it over was broke. But this one I picked up, went to the flea market this past weekend. It was like 40 bucks, because you got to have a charger that is not fully automatic, I believe is the word for it. You got to have one to where it's old school. So we got lucky, found this one, which was actually a really good deal. It was only $40 at the flea market, so this do everything we needed to do. Got the Arm & Hammer laundry booster, the super washing soda, works well. This is a piece we pulled out from that old iron bridge. You guys might recognize it's been set, man. I've been trying to do this for 2 weeks, and finally I just couldn't find a battery charger local. Got lucky at the flea market and found this one. This one isn't like, it was a lot worse than this until it's been sitting in this bucket of water for, I'm telling you, it had to be at least 2 weeks. But it's just a basic setup. So you just got to have your charger, get you some of the super washing soda, which, you know, a lot of people use different stuff, and it's a real basic setup. You just got your hot that goes down to your sacrifice rod, and your negative hooks to the piece that you're wanting to clean. When you crank it up, it'll suck the rust off. And we'll turn this on. You should see it start bubbling, hopefully. The water quit moving around a little bit there, but you just want to make sure, which we should be away from, because you don't want the two pieces to touch. You know, you can't let them make contact. Here we go. See if you guys can see that. You can just barely make it out, because there's a little bit of rust on top from where it was
sitting in here until I found the charger, but you can kind of see it there. You can see it, where it's starting to bubble. So what it's going to do is it's cleaning that piece of iron. So we'll just let it set for a little while, which is the cool thing about this. It has a timer on it, so I can leave it in there up to, you can either put it on, leave it on as long as you want, or you can set it up to 65 minutes. I'll put it in there for, I don't know, let's say 30-35 minutes, and we'll come back and check it out. Alright, let's take a look. It's been roughly a half an hour, so let's see what we got. Not too bad. You guys can see it. We'll take a look at it here. And let's see what we got. See if you guys can see that. So that's roughly 30 minutes. Hopefully I can find the other part of the video I probably lost, but this is some of the pieces I took off of it before we stuck it in the tank. Pretty good sized chunks. So do wire brush. Kind of loosen her up a little bit. Oh yeah, still smells like a river. Backside was the up in here on it. This was the real bad spot. It was built up with a bunch of rock. You kind of see the rust there. See, it is kind of, it's got its bad spots. So you can see where it's kind of breaking up a little bit, but it's working. All right, we'll get her back in there. And there we go. So what we'll do is we'll get it back in the tank and let it set a little bit longer, and then that'll pretty much do it for the best as we're going to be able to get it with this. This is a pretty basic setup for this kind of stuff. So if you had a really good tank, it would make a world of difference. But we'll see what we get. I'll get it hooked back up and we'll go another 20 or 30 minutes and see what we got. Oh, here we go. This puts it in there close to an hour, and so it's good enough to where if somebody can recognize what this is, they can let us know in the comments. It didn't come out perfect, but it's like the back, it's still a little wet, but I went over it a couple of times with the wire brush, getting all that's all I got off, all the loose stuff I could get. But you know, the tank helps a lot. But it's just a crude setup, you know, compared to some of the ones that are out there. If anybody recognizes that thing, let us know in the comments of what it is. It was found by an iron bridge in the river when we was magnet fishing. So anybody has an idea, definitely let us know. So you want to know how these work, it's just this one, mine's just like I was saying, just a crude setup. It's just, it ain't nothing but a plastic 5-gallon bucket. You got to have a steel rod that you just fasten to one side. That's just a piece of, actually a piece of rebar we found magnet fishing. Just stuck it in there, drilled a couple holes in it, and just used a piece of wire just to, you know, hold it in place so it wouldn't move around. So that's where your positive cable will go. And just need a piece of wood. Got some same wire I used to hold this on. Just wrapped it around this piece of wood, and you hook that to whatever you're wanting to put in the water. Your ground cable goes on here, and one of the best I've used to help with the connection process and cleaning and all that is the Arm & Hammer laundry booster super washing soda. Works real good, helps it get better contact and everything, and it's cheap. That one was like $5 at Lowe's in stock. You know, you don't have to order it. Had it right on the shelf, but that's it. You take it, and so hopefully I'll find. So I'm not sure, because when we first started on this, the video I had of it when we first started on it, so it was, you know, a lot dirtier than this, of course. That's with these big chunks. Threw a bunch of them away, but tried to save a couple of them. So that's what, you know, like a lot of these big chunks came off of that piece. And it pretty much wraps up for this. I'll see what I can do to find those other ones. So just make sure if you guys recognize it, let us know what it is. Definitely be appreciated. Something to do with railroad. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and thanks to all the new subscribers. We're like 3,010 subscribers, man, that's awesome. So with that, I won't hold you up. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Thanks a lot.